So today I want to give you a little information about that third eye chakra, because we do have a third eye chakra clearing coming up, which is a full hour devoted to clearing out and activating that third eye. Okay. So think about the third eye. Okay. Now we know that there's a color that's indicated to that, connected to that third eye, which is indigo. Okay. It's kind of like the color of all colors together, so to speak. Okay. And when we think about that third eye, it's also, in a sense, it can kind of look like a lotus flower, like a lens of a camera. It does open, it opens, okay? And then think about that, but also the function, okay? It serves as the seat of insight, helping individuals to basically connect with their inner world and outer reality, leading to clear, non-judgmental understanding. So, it's like when that third eye is open, we are more connected. There's something around that third eye that's a different vibration. It's a higher vibrational frequency. It's a higher level frequency. When we think about spirituality, we think about higher level teachings, consciousness. Okay, that third eye is definitely connected to that. Connected to all of that energy. It's also connected to your pituitary, your pineal glands, and it regulates the endocrine functions. So it's something that's kind of really important to have, have your third eye connected, to yourself. You'd have it nice and open. When you think about, the physical connection with the pituitary and pineal, but also the endocrine system functions. It makes everything healthier when your third eye is literally functioning more clearly. Okay. Also think about this: when your third eye is balanced, you have more intuition. Okay. So a lot of people want more intuition. A lot of people want to be able to see out that third eye, but that third eye is so much more than just your sight to see energies, see psychic energies. Okay. So it also brings more mental clarity, vivid imagination, and a strong sense of like being awake. Okay. And it's also, when that's functioning and clear, you also have a deeper sense that life has more meaning. It has a deeper meaning. Okay. So, it's pretty big what that third eye really does, and how it really connects us to ourselves, to spirituality, to higher consciousness, so that's more when we're balanced. We want to be balanced, that the third eye too, that the ability to see things, sense things, to use that third eye for, like, as a clairvoyant, to be clairvoyant, basically. We use that a lot, and some people start to shut that down because they don't want to see things. They don't want to remember things. When we've had really intense experiences in our lives, in our past lives, especially in past lives, we've seen atrocities, we've seen horrors, we've seen things that you just can't take back, so to speak. And when we see these kinds of things, of course, it registers in our subconscious, but it also creates an intense trauma, which also starts to equate to, oh, I don't want to see anymore. I don't want to see bad things. I don't want to know bad things, scary things, frightening things, uncomfortable things, okay? So we start to shut down that third eye. Okay, now think about this. When we start shutting that down, you're actually interfering with, the pituitary, the pineal, and the endocrine functions, where, we're interfering with that natural state of being, our own connection, to higher frequency, higher levels of consciousness. Okay. So when that's out of balance and it's clogged or shut down or closed for whatever reasons, okay, it can lead to more like negativity, thinking about it's like, I know this is kind of a tribute, but it does. It can lead to like being cynical. It can be where we feel a lack of purpose, it can also do things like we're constantly trying to think, because think about this. Get the visual on this one. Third eye open, Energy's flowing, moving. We have clarity, we have connection, we have knowing, we have understanding. When it's blocked, then we can't find that flow. And then oftentimes we'll just be going into the mind and having thoughts, thinking, just spinning stories because we don't have that flow. We don't have that opening. It can actually create confusion, and it can also cause headaches. Okay. So, a lot of the things that we're experiencing with that third eye, it's like we don't really think about it. I know for a long time in my life, I just kept thinking, it's our ability to see energy, but it's way more than that. Like, think about it. All the chakras do something for the physical body, for the spiritual body. Everything is connected. So when the third eye is blocked, it's going to affect you in ways that we never thought about before. So in the clearing, the third eye clearing, the sixth chakra that I'm doing, I'm just seeing someone says I get headaches. Yeah. So think about this. Okay. So a full hour is devoted to that one chakra. Okay. And you get to write in. So I'm reading about you. I'm reading about whatever you're sharing with me. And I'm also tuning into you so that when you come to the clearing, everyone that's being a part of this is why it's limited. We have a cap on how many people can actually attend this clearing. And that's because I'm putting a way more energy into it because I'm actually tracking all of whoever's present. Okay. So as I gather everyone's information, then I have a sense of, this is needed, that's needed. We got to clear this, so then when I start doing the clearing, everyone's getting the benefit of each other's issues. But here's what's really cool. Think about this. This is true. Same in you, same in me. I may not be having some of the issues that you're having in this lifetime. It doesn't mean that I don't have them buried deeper in my subconscious. Okay, so that's really what's up. Every clearing will be a benefit to you. I don't care if you think that issue is yours or not. Okay, we all have stuff lodged in our subconscious, carried over from past experiences. Okay, so third eye, this is like vitally important because it's affecting our well-being, our health, our spirituality, our connections, the flow, all kinds of things are a part of the, that third eye, the third eye. So again, we do have that coming up. I believe it's this Sunday. I think it's Sunday. Let me see here. I think, it's on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Sorry. It's at noon Eastern time. Okay. And again, it's a limited attendance, and again, you get to fill out a questionnaire, share your experiences. Okay, all right. So I just want to see some questions here. What do we got going? Okay, we got dark teacher. I'm channeling her fan. Okay, hang on a second. What was that? Have chakras. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna go one. Okay, this is a kind of intense thing here. Okay, was Helena Blavatsky in a dark teacher, or was she channeling her fantasies? How to know if someone follows dark or wrong beings? That's a good question. Okay. I don't know who she is. I don't know who that person is, but I can find her energy frequency. And was she channeling dark teacher? Was she a dark teacher? Not channel. Was she a dark teacher? No, she wasn't a dark teacher. No. Okay, hang on. What? And then you're also asking, was she channeling her fantasies? Okay, so no, that's not what it is. There's something else. Okay, there's something else with her. What is it? Okay, people, I just want to explain a little something. Okay, so when we open ourselves up to connect with the spirit realm, the spirit worlds, You don't know what you're opening yourself up to, okay? And sometimes when we connect with things, it makes us feel good, makes us feel somehow better, okay? Other times we connect with energies and it doesn't feel good, or it doesn't make us happy or joyful. But what I learned like way the heck back is because I opened myself to channeling back in 1980, what was it? No, 70, 74, somewhere, it doesn't matter. That's also when I discovered the dangers of channeling. Okay, so I quit doing that for 8 years, and then when I did open up, I went direct into the light, and I discovered many things about channeling and also about people getting information. Okay, so this is why, for me personally, I go direct. I don't mess with anybody, any spirit things. Any levels of, there's plateaus of energy consciousness. People can plug into any one of those and get information and guidance. But for me personally, because of what I experienced with these energies when I channeled, I go direct and nothing but direct. Okay. Going direct, I'm getting pure God consciousness. You can't, you're not going to get misperceptions. You're not going to get lied to. It's just direct. Okay. Pure light. So coming back to, how do you know if someone follows dark or wrong beings? Well, here's the thing. You can't always know, but what happened for me, which I'm sure what is happening for all of you, if you pay attention, your being, your body is the vessel, but your body is being talked to by your own higher levels. Your guidance is coming from your higher levels. They're not going to steer you wrong. Now, unfortunately, if you've got agreements and contracts to connect with dark spirits or dark beings or people that are, giving information or the wrong beings, like this person's saying, or following dark, you're going to do that. Okay. But the key is always this. You have the knowing. It never lies. Okay. You'll get senses, you'll get feelings, you'll get a knowing. Something's not right here. Something doesn't feel quite right here. Oh, danger, leave, don't do this. Okay. So again, we're all connected. We're all connected to our own higher levels. We've got our God self levels, oversoul levels, super consciousness levels, and it's all about us awakening. Okay. It's not about karma. It's about our awakening. It's about the soul evolving and waking up. Okay. We have the knowing. Now, like I was saying, sometimes we're doing things because we're meant to shift something. I'm going to give you a quick example. When I got scammed, like 3 years ago now, it was a horror, but I knew I called it in. There were things for me to learn. It shifted me drastically. So sometimes we might be thinking, oh, why is this happening? I had a bad experience, but wait, it woke me up. Something major shifted in me, okay? That's the dance, people. So you're not always going to know why you're drawn to things or certain people until as time goes on, then pretty soon, that's what's up. That's why that had to happen, okay? I guarantee you, your higher levels, your oversoul levels, your God self levels, your super consciousness levels are not here to hurt you. They're here to help you wake up. Okay, that's what's up. Guaranteed. Okay, here we go. What is this? Okay, is it possible to use the recording of the chakras, root, sacral, solar, afterwards, or is that less effective? What if one cannot participate? Oh, yeah. Okay, clearly you might be new here. Okay, so yes, the recordings are done the way that they are because that's what I was shown, okay, way back in 2010. So yes, they're just as effective. Basically, if you can attend a recording on any program or class or group or clearing, you can still get the same benefit. Okay, so you're just going to be watching it, listening to it, but you call me in. That's what I was shown way back. Call my energy in, call my presence in. I will be working on you as though it's live. Okay, pretty cool. Okie dokie. Here's a good one. Okay, so it says, how do you prevent foreign energies from being transferred between participants during group clearings? Well, if you attend group clearings, you will know that I surround everyone with the light. Got it? The light. Nothing can go out of that tunnel of light, that, what do you call it, tube of light. I put a tube of light around everyone. Whatever's being, and I even say this, I'll tell you. Yep, I'm putting that light around everyone, and anything that's getting released, it only can go up into the light. It cannot penetrate out. Okay, so no worries. Everyone's protected. Okay, hang on. What's this? I've seen many young people speak light language, and after a while, they stop speaking light language and tell people, go to Jesus and denounce light language. Why is that? Okay, oh, of course, duh. Okay, people, what I was saying earlier around anytime you open yourself up to energy frequencies in the astral planes, you don't know what you're really opening yourself up to. Okay, so what happens oftentimes for people is because they don't know, and it's exciting. I have to tell you, it's exciting when all of a sudden you have some kind of ability that you didn't have before. Okay, oh, you can see things, you can speak a language, blah blah blah. But then what happens is darkness starts to come in. Bad things start to happen, negative things start to happen, and you're associating it with, oh, it must be the light language. It's not that it's the light language, it's what you opened yourself up to. The beings that were moving the energy through you are literally coming into you to speak the light language through you, or whatever that is that they're speaking. The energy is coming through, but you're connecting not with your own self. You're not connecting with your own higher levels or own God self or oversoul levels. You're connecting with other beings. Okay? I said earlier, you don't know what these other beings are doing. You don't know who they are. Okay? Most energies, this is why I said earlier, if you missed it, but for me, because of all the stuff I experienced, I go direct. Okay? There's no energies in that direct. Okay, there's nothing negative. It's just pure God creator consciousness. It's awareness, consciousness itself. Okay, everything is available in that consciousness because it's the all that is. But when we come down out of that energy of pure consciousness, then we start connecting with all these, there's energy plateaus, so to speak. There's levels of awareness, levels of consciousness, levels of what people belief systems, heaven, hell, purgatory, all these places are all part of all of that. These are not true and real. We've created them. Okay. So you're connecting with beings that supposedly are light beings. Why does anybody want to come into a body? Why does anybody want to use your body? That's always a good question. Okay. Why do you want to have energies come in? Okay. Because you want to feel special. I'm telling you straight up, you want to feel different, you want to feel unique, you want to be special. This is the truth. I'm not telling, this is real. Okay. Everyone wants to be special in some way. So what happens is people then they start to discover something's not right, something's off. Sometimes bad things happen, sometimes dangerous things happen, sometimes it gets really ugly and dark. So they turn towards what light. So when you think about God, creation, when you think about Jesus and the light of Jesus, so to speak, the energy of that is like a crystally clear, bright light. Okay. It's like almost the same vibrational frequency of the pure consciousness of God, but it's a higher vibrational frequency. Again, I just want to make clear, our belief systems have elevated that energy, and a collective have co-created that kind of consciousness, that kind of light energy. Okay. So we turn to that because it's safe. And so check this out. I mean, years and years ago, this was way back in the early 80s early 80s. I was being attacked, okay, by energies. They would come in and I'd be waking up and trying to come out of sleep and being attacked. So I just it just came forth. I mean, I'm not like someone that, does any kind of belief systems, but I just knew, just start saying, because think about this. This is a belief system that's worldwide. It's global about Jesus, okay? So I just started saying, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. When I did, these energies would leave. And I had to do that for many years. I had to do that, and I ended it in 2001 it was 2001. So all those years I've been under attack, always saying the word Jesus, okay? But the point being is we create collective consciousness, okay? So we have these belief systems. And when those belief systems become global, so it's known on all the astral planes, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. So this is partly what happens when people have gone to different venues or different experiences, had scary experiences. Well, that create that frequency of Jesus, the Christ consciousness, has a very high vibrational frequency. So we're safe in that. So this is mostly why people are going to turn to that. They might be thinking, well, sometimes people have you have a belief, and you're full on, and then all of a sudden you have another experience, and then that's no longer the truth. You no longer believe that. Now it's safe. Okay, this is true, and this is what feels good and safe. So, people, it's the soul's journey. Everything's about you waking up. That's it. Bottom line, that's it. Okay. All righty. Okay, this is a good question. A good question here. Do you think everyone can connect to source like you and get information? If so, why are healers connecting to beings like angels and Saint Germain? Belief systems, people. Don't you get it? People have beliefs. It's like we've created a mass of beliefs. We've put our lives into believing external. See, the difference between going to Saint Germain or archangels or any of these beings, they're all beings outside of the self. God is everything. It is who we are. Okay. So, it's like people don't think about it. How many people think about going direct? Huh? How many? So anyone can go direct. Anyone. You just have to want it. Okay. And, are what are your beliefs? What are your fears? What are your anxieties? Okay. Let me just say something about all that. Okay. Everyone has some kind of judgment around God. Okay. God, what is that? Okay. So people have different beliefs around what God is, what it looks like. Okay. God, what it looks like. Yeah. And we've created, if we think that I'm bad, I've done something wrong, or I hate God, or God's going to punish me, we have people, you have all these beliefs. I'm telling you, you don't even know the beliefs that you have. I'm telling you, right? So think about this. If you ever got hurt or something happens and you feel like, oh, I'm being punished. I must be bad. God is punishing me. Oh, how about that feeling of being forsaken? Okay. People, if you have all of these things, any of these things running, why would you go direct into God creator consciousness? No. Okay. That's kind of like we got all these beliefs around the devil. Why would we go worship the devil if we know or believe all these beliefs around the devil? Okay. So we put God on a pedestal rather than, oh, it's everything. It's my cells, my blood, my bones. It's the air I breathe. It's consciousness itself. You can't escape it. You are that. Okay. But you make it external, out there. Okay. Anything out there will be, we can't have power over. You can't make good decisions. You're fighting against something or listening to something that simply has massive belief systems. Okay. So again, people, everyone has the ability to go direct. Okay. Now, if you have a desire to do that, then you can start doing it. If you don't have a desire, but you want to have a desire, then start looking at what are your beliefs around creation, God creator consciousness, the all that is, the unknowable. What are your beliefs? What's this angst in you? What is this feeling inside that's fearing it or or hating it or whatever. Okay. So clearly no one has, full awareness. It's impossible. It's the unknown, unknowable. You can't know it. It's beyond our brain, our mind comprehension. Okay. For real. All right. I'm sorry, guys. If I listen to light language, my heart closes. Okay, there's a lot of good questions here, just really quickly. Okay, so how can we be safe when moving in the astral planes, or should we avoid it? If you're not feeling safe, don't go there, okay? Because there's people, you have no idea what's there. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's dark things, there's negative things, there's energy frequencies that would just love, to invade you, harm you, take over, all kinds of different things. So if you don't feel strong, if you have any fears, don't go there. But if you feel strong and you have the ability to take care of yourself, protect yourself, then go ahead and start playing in the astral planes. Okay. What is this? What? Is it possible to see in the session which good soulmates and entities you have missed out in life due to dark force interferences and sicknesses? Is it possible to see in the session? I don't think I understand what you're asking. Yeah, so, okay. So in a session, for me, a session is doing a clearing. It's a healing, okay? And sometimes things will present. I mean, you just never know what awarenesses you're going to have. It also depends on, what is the clearing about? If I'm working with dark force interferences and then I start clearing this out of your energy field, you might have past life memory. You might have some awarenesses presenting, but I don't think you're going to get like what you're asking. Are you going to know something? Are you going to see where you missed out on connections due to dark force interferences? That's not what clearings are really about. Okay. Good one. What if we are unsure whether we can use shamanism, etc., if we grew up with a Christian God? That's a good question, because many Christians are going to tell you that people like mystics or psychics are of the devil. Okay. So again, you have the ability to listen to your own self. Okay. So think about this. This is an absolute. Everyone has a divine light inside. Everyone. Every sentient being has a divine light. I don't care if you're a fish, you've got eyes, you have the light, okay? Everyone has that. The more you start cultivating your own connection within, not going, oh, God out there. No, the light within is that God creator consciousness. It is pure love and light. It's in you. Okay. You want to know what's real and true? It's already inside of you. Okay. So start cultivating your connection within. Take your awareness, and I've done this many times. Do it again. Right now, right here. Let's do it. Let's just do it. Okay. This is also how you can go direct. Okay. But right now, take your awareness. Close your eyes. Take your awareness. Feel your consciousness right behind your eyes. Then intentionally take your awareness and come right down and put your hand right on your heart chakra. Put your hand right here. Now take your awareness right where your hand is and feel it, as though now you're looking through your eyes through that part of your body. Okay, right there. Now take your awareness, because you can, and go deep inside and look for that light. There's a light. It's a very bright light. It might be like little tiny little piece of sand. It might be bigger. Doesn't matter. Everyone's got it. It could be shrouded over with all your negativity and your wounding and PTSDs, misperceptions, conclusions. But deep inside is your light. Take your awareness. Keep looking for it. Find your light. Once you find that light, take your awareness and go into that light. When you come into that light, it's a very still point. It's stillness. There's no anxiety. There's no agitation. It's pure light. It's frequency of love, the vibrational frequency of love, pure love. Not, oh baby, not, oh, I love my kids. No, pure unconditional love right here, right here. Practice coming in here. This is your knowing. Now from this place right here, okay, you can ask, okay, yeah, when you think about shamanism, okay, is there any danger in that? You're going to feel a sense, you're going to know right here, okay, because this is your truth center. This is your God truth center right here in the light that's within. You have your own barometer in your body. It's always been there. You just didn't know it, okay? So practice and play with that. You will feel and know truth, okay? And everything has a belief around it. You know, Christianity, all the Christians, everything's about beliefs, okay? Every religion, every culture has beliefs. We all have beliefs, and we've drawn conclusions. We've made our own beliefs. But basically, if you want to know truth, come into your own divine light, okay? All righty. Oh, this is Abigail, sweetie. There's my girl. Yeah, I grew up Christian too, so it's been a process with Bonnie and her teachings, but she resonates most. I still love Jesus too. Yeah, you can, it's not about not loving someone. It's really about, waking up. What's the truth here? You guys, I'm not one for, if it's not, I'm in for the absolute. If it's not the absolute, I'm not interested, okay? Okay, hang on a second. What role does Reiki play in healing? Many people connect with this energy. Yeah, it's kind of like, when we first start learning about energy, like for example, when we first start developing our ability to see, opening up that third eye, opening up our senses, our clairvoyant sense, our clear audio, clairsentient, where we're opening up to all these different healing or different ways of sensing things. We're opening up to energy. Reiki is one of those things that people learn because they're learning how to work with energy. Okay, it's just energy. Most Reiki is just dealing with your body and moving energy through your body, and you're learning about energy. Okay, and again, it's one of the beginning steps. It's one of these early steps that we do. People learn about Reiki. Oh, then once they've mastered something like that, then they want more, because there is more. There's way more. All right. So, that's it's just one of the energetic ways of working with energy in the body. And it works, people. We're energy. Everything's energy. Yeah. You're welcome. All right. Cool. Yeah, belief systems. You guys, it's crazy. It's so crazy how much, and the beliefs are just mind-blowing, okay? For me personally, I've been, my journey since 1984 was to seek enlightenment, okay? And what came about instead was awareness, okay? Consciousness awareness. Not buying into, it's like no longer having those massive reactions and judgments and taking things personal, but having more clarity and truth and who we really are. That kind of thing is what my life is about. So, I've done a lot of stuff with Jesus. You guys, you don't know this, but I spent time in Israel 3 different times for about a month each. I went to all the different places where Jesus was. He presented to me in many, many places, taught me things, showed me things. So I've got direct experience. I also have direct memory of being alive during that time period. Okay. Which some of you that are here probably were there with me. Okay. Remember, we're all part of a soul family, and everyone here is we're all part of the same soul family. So anything's possible. Okay. Okay, what is this? Abigail, hang on. Okay, she has like, oh, clear. Oh, I didn't remember this. So I have a clearing on beliefs. Ooh, and it's awesome. Abigail saying it's awesome. She has like 5 accelerators, 6 accelerators on that clearing too. Wow. Okay, that must be a really good one, Abigail. I'm kind of remembering it. Yeah. So people, you might want to get in on that one. It's in our vault. Okay. So clearing beliefs. Yeah. All right, everyone. Yeah, I've seen it too. Oh, and also, you guys, I also have a recording. I'm going to look for this because I have several recordings because I would take people on a journey to meet Jesus, whether they were there or not. Okay. And then people would have amazing experiences of who they were in that lifetime. I have an actual guided experience. So, sorry, guys, this is too cute. No, I was hanging out with Black Magician. Okay, sorry. But anyway, so I'm going to check on that because that was profound. People had amazing experiences. I'll be checking on where's the guided experience to meet Jesus? Because we also have one, Meet Your Dragon. Okay. All right. So. Sorry, you guys. Okay. Yeah, this was he an Egyptian magician? Was he an Egyptian magician? The one she's talking about? No, he wasn't. Oh, you did. You met Jesus. Oh, Rhea. Okay. Yeah. All right. Very cool. So, yeah, I'm thinking it was, thinking it was a good one. All right, everyone, I'm going to get going. And again, think about the chakra, third eye, coming up on Saturday at noon. People, come on, clear this stuff up. Get balanced, all that connections, it's really powerful. Oh, yeah, okay, so you met your dragon too. Yeah. Pretty cool. All right. Okay, everyone, till next time. Maybe I'll see you on, tomorrow? What's happening tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. Oh, tomorrow. Yeah, I've got not tomorrow. Okay, yeah, chakra system on Saturday. Oh, and then mastery. Oh, my live mastery is on Sunday, you guys. Just so you know. This is phenomenal. This is where I'm teaching you. I'm walking through. I've actually slowed it down and backing up. So I'm really step by step showing you how I'm doing what I do, how I'm finding what I find, how I'm moving energy, all kinds of cool stuff. So if you're not aware of that, you might want to get in on that one. That's on Sunday. All right, everyone. Till next time.